I'm here at the beautiful High Line 9 Art Gallery in New York City. This is a 9-foot Steinway that has been turned into a magical floral explosion by artist Trisha Paluccio of modern pressed flower. Now, historically, many pianos and harpsichords in the past have had really ornate decorations, paintings, gold, gilding, and this is a very contemporary take. Hi everyone, I am Hsing-ay Hsu, and welcome to Midday Musical Moments. 大家好，我是许兴爱，欢迎收看午间琴音。Today's theme is a welcome and an intro to musical breathwork, and a shout out to the students from the Music in Schools initiative. In this series, we're going to connect arts, education, and health by enjoying music together. I think engaging with music is an ultimate multi-dimensional workout, from understanding our thought process, to feeling the character, to breathing with the pulse. And the benefits of our workout are numerous. Music helps me to pause before I respond, to be creative, and to connect well to other people in our collective present moment. We will also expand our awareness of our nervous system, emotions, circulation, communications, and imagination, and use all of that to work out our own creativity muscle so that we can fully engage with our community. We can't always control what happens around us, but we can express our ideas and practice our resilience so that we are ready for uncertainties. These pandemic days have been tough, and we are still learning what everyone's diverse challenges and experiences are, and how to support each other through that. Did you know that 60% of Asian Americans personally know an Asian American who has been blamed for the coronavirus? We want to acknowledge that this and any other discrimination is not okay. Yale-China Association is sponsoring these 8 webinars to support Chinese Americans, AAPI in America, and all Americans who want to build a community of trust and resilience. We also want to diversify our conversations to include AAPI perspectives and content. So during each live webinar, the chat page will be open, and I invite you to let me know what you're thinking, how you're doing, and any helpful comments or perspectives to share with your fellow viewers. I'll read a couple comments out loud in the following week. I'm going to be speaking to you as a Chinese American musician and educator and sharing how I listen to and breathe with music. Don't do anything that doesn't make your body feel good, and know that I am not a medical doctor or therapist. So if you're suffering from any health or medical issues, please go see a professional for help. Let's take an overview of our 8 weeks together. So in each week, I'm going to share with you a short piece of music that helps me to stay grounded and get ready to engage with life. We will also find our breath in music and share a cultural moment. And then I will invite you to do an engagement activity as part of your wellness toolbox. We'll hear music from Europe, where the piano was invented, as well as Chinese American and Chinese American music. And I'll be playing sometimes from my Nutmeg studio here and at a couple other venues as well. And sessions are under 15 minutes, so you can still go eat your lunch afterwards. Now, let's set your expectations. Please enjoy your midday break. This should not be work, it's just playtime. And I encourage you to just expect to hear one new thing each week. Lasting progress is about constant refinement. So don't have an expectation that you're going to remember everything or hear everything in the music that I'm talking about. We just take it one little bit at a time. And lastly, this program is meant to be one cohesive 8-week-long experience that you build on. So invest in your wellness and show up every week. You can sign up for reminders. If you want to review the music that we experience together, I will upload these live streams to my YouTube channel, Hsing-ay Hsu Pianist, so that you can listen to the music some more. Now, I want to introduce to you what I call musical breathwork, or breathing with the music. Did you know that breathing is the only thing we do that is both voluntary and involuntary? It's the way that our body and nervous system talk to our conscious mind. And that means that we can reset our nerves through our intentional breath. So first, let's find our breath right now. For some of you, it might be hard to find it because you're holding your breath. And for other of you, maybe it would be very easy because you're breathing in a very relaxed fashion already. It doesn't matter the shape of your breath right now, but we're going to let the music help shape our breath as we listen and provide the pulse and the contour of our breath. Now, here's my little cultural nugget of the day. When I immigrated from Beijing in second grade, living in the US was all about fitting in. And I started out with no knowledge of English and then a really heavy Chinese accent when I spoke. And so it was really difficult to have the confidence to talk to my classmates and my teachers. And now that I am an adult and as an American citizen who can speak English very easily, I realize that the theme of trying to fit in is really a universal struggle we all relate to. Kids in school who have to change classes each year and who have to move sometimes. During the pandemic, people who have had to go online and not be able to find who is their circle of friends. How do they belong? How do we belong? I mean, it's a lifelong theme. And living with multiple cultures and multiple circles of communities has made me more aware of my personal values and choices. And I'm blessed to have met a lot of Americans in all colors and in all backgrounds who like that I come from China. And so I think that music helps to bring people from different backgrounds together, people who can celebrate my Chinese heritage with me through Chinese music, and people who have lots of different layers of influences and identities. I brought a little show and tell. This is a little puzzle ball I picked up in China. And inside, there are different layers of wood, and it actually moves independently from each other. It's a little trinket that you might get for your special someone. And the earliest known document of puzzle balls goes back to 1388. They were called 鬼公球, which is devil's work balls, because it just seems too uncanny to be able to carve inside layers. And it just reminds me that we are all wonderfully made in many layers. Today's music is a love song from Sichuan, 跑马溜溜. It's a very simple song with harmonies that soak up the beauty of the moment. It's arranged by the talented Wang-Hua, and you may notice that the melody is in a pentatonic scale, so it has 5 notes, pentatonic, 5 notes. Now, we're going to hear lots of color changes in this piece with, I think, some shades of jade green and aquamarine and lavenders. And then you're going to hear that the left-hand accompaniment is going to have rocking patterns that are very soothing. It's kind of like being in a rowboat. What will you hear? I'm interested to know what you are sensing as we listen. Let your physical senses connect you to our collective moment here. I'll also be guiding our musical breath work with my hands like this. So inhale, expand your lungs, and exhale, release all the air, empty out your lungs. Okay, let's try this together. You guys ready? So we're going to inhale, expand, and blow up like a balloon on all 4 sides and be really present and massive. And then we're going to exhale, release. Now, if you find yourself breathing at a different pace than the musical pulse, that's okay. Just close your eyes and keep breathing gently. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. When you become comfortable enough, I invite you to watch the screen and then breathe along with me. Ready? Okay, let me know how you responded to the music. Chat in your questions or comments here in the webinar or on Facebook or YouTube, and I'll try to respond or read a comment in the following week. So here's an activity for the week. Share your experience. What makes your cultures both different and similar to each other, to the cultures of your friends? Share the names of AAPI heroes or role models that we should all know about. Yo-Yo Ma comes to my mind first. If you want to hear this music again, this live stream will be available on my YouTube channel, Hsing-ay Hsu Pianist, in 2 hours' time. And if you want to explore more online resources each week, go to my website, hsingayshu.com, and click on the MMM resources page. Here are some comments we're getting. Bridget says, I'm interested in helping people to invest in their own wellness. That's great. Okay, and Eileen says, thank you, helps me recover from surgery. Well, we hope that you are recovering very quickly, Eileen. Today, we combined the idea of celebrating our heritage with feeling contentment in our love song, and we wrapped it up in musical breathwork. Let's take 10 seconds just to notice how you're feeling right now, and let's find our breath again. If you have more mental clarity, more energy, or if you feel that your spirit is more lifted, that's how we know that it was a good midday musical moment. Happy listening, and I'll see you next week.